flowers जो आपको दिख रहे हैं, these are the bugs which Malti has thought this is the right picture for talking about maternal puerperal sepsis, and I'm going to talk about the existing therapies. Critical care medicine or critical care course of obstetrics outside in the Western world, it is done every year. Before you renew your license every year to practice obstetrics, they have to have a certificate. दिखाना पड़ता है कि आपने अपने को अपडेट कर लिया, अपने को फ्रेश कर लिया as for the critical care course is concerned. So all those people who have not done a critical care course, my request to them is, I'm not talking of repeatedly, but एक बार तो आप करो. So your fundamentals become very clear. Now critical care course में एक चीज आप realize करते हो that we have to be very specific. मुझे फीवर है या आपको फीवर है तो इसका फीवर की भी क्राइटेरिया है, हर चीज की क्राइटेरिया है. When we talk about hemoglobin level, we must know that 12 की बात हम कर रहे हैं, उसी तरह हर एक चीज का आपको लेवल आना चाहिए. This is the difference between people who work in India and the people who work outside. People who work outside, even the Indian doctors become that mindset कि हमें ये specific cutoff हमें पता होना चाहिए, which is significant. So let's talk about it. I'm going to talk, our presentation will be in the definition and introduction, risk factors, symptoms and clinical features, lab investigations and response, antibiotic and bacteria. मैं कुछ भी चीज ऐसी नहीं बताऊंगी जो आपने अभी तक पढ़ी, लिखी और प्रैक्टिस नहीं करनी है. बस खाली मैं आपका एटीट्यूड चेंज कर दूंगी उसकी, उस ऑब्जर्वेशंस के लिए और उस साइंस एंड सिम्टम्स के लिए. Now coming to the definition of puerperal sepsis. WHO says that puerperal sepsis is an infection of the genital tract occurring at any time between the onset of rupture of membrane or labor and the 42nd day postpartum, 6 weeks postpartum. So the time of onset is very, very clear to you of the puerperal sepsis. This is WHO, नीचे वाले column में देखेंगे, this is WHO definition of puerperal sepsis. Between the onset of rupture of membrane or labor up to 42nd day postpartum. Fever, अगर आपने 2 occasion at least 4 hours apart देखा है तो 38 degree centigrade fever. पर अगर आपने एक बार temperature देखा है which is more than 38.5 degree centigrade तो एक reading भी बहुत है. 38 2 readings 4 hours apart और उससे ज्यादा fever है तो 1 reading is sufficient. Associated symptoms are pelvic pain, abnormal color, consistency and the amount of vaginal discharge. This vaginal discharge is foul smelling, malodorous. There is a delay in postpartum rate of reduction in the uterine size. मेरे को भी इस presentation के पढ़ने से पहले नहीं मालूम था कि every day the uterus must involute by 2 centimeter minimum. But whenever you find this involution is less than 2 centimeter per day, over the first 8 days after delivery, it becomes important. Subinvolution is a big criteria. Now, definition of maternal sepsis क्या है? WHO from time to time to uniform the management is diagnosis and treatment. ये criteria लेके आता है. According to the WHO, maternal sepsis is, remember these words, is a life-threatening condition defined as organ dysfunction resulting from infection during pregnancy, childbirth, post-abortion and postpartum period. तो एक बात बिल्कुल क्लियर है, इसके अंदर इन्फेक्शन से आपके ऑर्गन फेलियर होने शुरू हो जाते हैं एंड किसी भी हालत में हमें ऑर्गन डिसफंक्शन और फेलियर को नहीं लाना. So that's why we say it is a life-threatening condition. I am not going to talk about maternal sepsis. It's a large topic. I am going to concentrate on puerperal sepsis today. So the maternal conditions क्या हैं? Impaired glucose tolerance. Whenever you find blood glucose levels are high in your system. Invasive procedure जब भी आप करते हो. Impaired immunity आपकी है. Pelvic infection already you have. You have a poor nutrition. Patient is a primary gravida. Patient is obese. Patient has anemia. Patient has malaria. Delivery की conditions में आपकी हो गया postpartum hemorrhage, multiple vaginal examination, delivery under unhygienic conditions, prolonged rupture of membrane, invasive procedures, cesarean delivery, and prolonged labor. हर एक चीज की डेफिनेशन आ गई है. When I say prolonged labor, उसकी भी डेफिनेशन है. And community conditions क्या है? Long distance from healthcare facility to the delivery place, delivery by untrained attendant, delay in seeking treatment, low socioeconomic status, and a lack of transportation. Now, what are the clinical features? आप जो अभी तक करते आए उसी के बारे में बात करेंगे. आपका लो टेम्परेचर है. जब भी लो बॉडी टेम्परेचर है, पेशेंट को शिवरिंग हो रही है, तो टेम्परेचर इज लेस देन 35, इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. Whenever you're fuming, you have high fever. वही अगर आपका टेम्परेचर 38 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड है तो 2 रीडिंग्स होनी चाहिए 4 आवर्स अपार्ट. अगर सिंगल टेम्परेचर की रीडिंग है तो ये हाई होना चाहिए 38.5 मिनिमम 1 रीडिंग. ऑक्सीजन सैचुरेशन इज लो 90% on room air. Low body temperature, body pressure, blood pressure. Systolic blood pressure of 90, less than 90 millimeter of mercury. Whenever there's urine output, you should always remember urine output normal is 0.5 cc per kg per hour. तो यूरिन आउटपुट जब भी आपका लेस देन 0.5 cc per kg per hour होगा तो हम we qualifies for low urine output. Whenever there is a rapid pulse, we always talk about the pulse 100. So if the pulse is 100 or more in the purpurium, whenever respiratory rate is more than 20 per minute, we are not tuned to a respiratory rate, but जैसे हम pulse important है, जैसे blood pressure important है, जैसे temperature important है, respiratory rate is equally important. And whenever your patient का sensorium normal नहीं है, impaired sensorium है, तो उसके भी ये this is a symptom to worry about. Your patient की का जो altered sensorium है, that is not good. Is it clear? So I repeat again, low body temperature, fever की criteria बता दी, poor oxygenation की criteria बता दी, less than 90%, low blood pressure less than 90, लो यूरिन आउटपुट की बात बताई मैंने, रैपिड पल्स मोर देन 100 की बात हुई, रैपिड ब्रीदिंग मोर देन 20 की बात हुई, और इम्पेयर्ड कॉन्शियसनेस. सो यू स्टार्ट लुकिंग दीज पैरामीटर्स व्हिच वी कॉल अ वाइटल साइंस. इसको स्पेसिफिक वे में आपने याद करना है, आपने भूलना नहीं है इसको. ये आपकी चीज में रजिस्टर हो जाएगा. यही चीज हम 20 सेकेंड को करेंगे. नाउ द टाइम हैज कम दैट यू स्टार्ट लुकिंग योर पेशेंट क्रिटिकली. और जो आप नर्सेस को भी ये सिखाओ, उनको भी ये इम्प्रिंट हो जाना चाहिए उनकी माइंड में कि दिस इज दिस. ना आरसीओजी क्या कहता है? आरसीओजी कहता है फीवर विद राइगस, जब भी डायरिया एंड वॉमिटिंग होए, दिस इंडिकेट्स exotoxin production. This is an early stage of toxic shock. Diarrhea and vomiting may indicate exotoxin production, and these are early toxic shock symptoms. Rash, abdominal pain or pelvic pain, and tenderness. Offensive vaginal discharge. Smelly discharge means anaerobes are here. Smelly discharge means anaerobes are there in your system. Serosanguinous discharge जब भी होगा, it means streptococcal infection. Smelly discharge means anaerobes, और serosanguinous discharge है, it means streptococcal infection. ये पुराने लोगों की टीचर्स की भाषा है. Productive cough and urinary symptoms. Now, what are the symptoms? Whenever you find there's a uterine tenderness, अगर ये पेशेंट की डिलीवरी नहीं है, इसका नाम है कोरियोएमनिनाइटिस. पेशेंट की डिलीवरी हो गई है, it signifies endometritis. Whenever you put your abdomen on uterus के ऊपर आपने हाथ रखा और पेशेंट को टेंडरनेस है, तो before delivery it is called कोरियोएमनिनाइटिस and after delivery it is called endometritis. Now, whenever you find the pain is out of proportion in your examination, suspect necrotizing fasciitis. Constant severe pain, you put a hand and the person does not like, which is out of proportion, it means something fishy is there. Necrotizing fasciitis. where time and seconds matter. Vaginal discharge. जब भी आपका watery foul smelling discharge है, foul smelling I said anaerobes. Watery foul smelling discharge indicates a chorioamnionitis or endometritis. This discharge is watery and it is foul smelling. Sweating is there and patient has chills and shivering. Now there is a delayed uterine involution, and I told you the criteria. जब भी per day uterus का involution less than 2 centimeter है, we say आपका subinvoluted uterus है और delayed uterine involution है. जब भी vaginal bleeding है, इसके साथ suspect a retained products of conception, endometritis or myometritis, ज़्यादा infection है. Now less common symptoms are which suspect a toxic shock syndrome, generalized rash, which I just now talked about, or sometimes we find conjunctiva is suffused. Just see the picture. The picture is absolutely great. एक बार आपने ये coloration देख ली तो इसको बोलते हैं suffusion. Conjunctivital suffusion is there. And nausea and vomiting, I just now told you, it tells about exotoxins, which is early features of toxic shock. Now coming to signs. Now significant signs that should encourage one to evaluate and treat a patient of sepsis include but are not limited to abdominal pain. बताया हमने डिटेल में. हाइपोथर्मिया के बारे में मैंने अभी बताया less than 35. ऑलिग्यूरिया के बारे में मैंने बताया less than 0.5 cc per kg per hour. हाइपोटेंशन के बारे में मैंने बताया 90. Whenever there is a leukocytosis, counts are more than 12 cubic millimeter, more than 12,000. Leukopenia is sometimes leukocytosis भी होगी, sometimes leukopenia भी हो सकता है. Same way, just like hypothermia and hypothermia, both features are there. उसी तरह leukocytosis भी हो सकता है more than 12,000 and leukopenia whenever the count is less than 4,000 per cubic millimeter. Impaired consciousness. Please, in the remembrance of sepsis, patient की impaired consciousness has a lot of weightage. Increased vaginal bleeding whenever there's a pyrexia. Again, I've told you, more than 38 degrees centigrade, 2 occasions, 38.5, 1 occasion. Tachypnea, respiratory rate more than 20, breaths per minute, hypoxia, saturation is less than 90, tachycardia more than 100, failure to respond to treatment, postpartum decrease in uterine size less than 2 centimeter per day. If the uterine tenderness is present before delivery, concern should arise for chorioamnionitis. If the uterine tenderness is present after delivery, concern should arise for endometritis. Constant severe abdominal pain and tenderness unrelieved by analgesia suggest genital tract sepsis. Now, अंग्रेज क्या कहते हैं? RCOG. उनके हिसाब से good practice point in any woman is pyrexia, hypothermia, tachycardia, tachypnea, hypoxia, hypotension, oliguria. यही सब चीजें मैं अभी तक बताती आई हूँ. Impaired consciousness and failure to respond to treatment. These signs include pyrexia may not always be present and not necessarily related to severity of sepsis. Now coming to the lab investigations. Lab investigations are very, very important, and they should be, antibiotics should be started within 1 hour. Golden hour, first hour में start होना चाहिए, पर उससे पहले आपने blood cultures लेनी है. Collect and send blood cultures prior to initiating antibiotics. At the same time, vaginal and endocervical culture भी उतनी ही important है. And other blood samples which have to go for the blood chemistry are most important is serum lactate. Anybody who's listening me has not been using serum lactate in their day and day out practice. This is a new concept which has come in last a decade or so. Measure serum lactate within 6 hours of suspicion of sepsis. And if it is more than 4 millimole per liter, it indicates tissue hypoperfusion. Tissue hypoperfusion, tissue hypoxia के बारे में serum lactate बताता है, and इसका critical level is 4 millimole and more. It tells you not only sepsis, it indicates tissue perfusion, because definition में हमने सीखा था it is organ dysfunction. Organ dysfunction होगा and second stage में आपके organ failure हो जाएगा. Complete blood count. Now C-reactive protein. C-reactive protein, how it is different with ESR? Anybody who tells me? Anybody? Now CRP is one of the wonderful marker of infection. ये सीधे तीर की तरह ऊपर जाएगा CRP और इन्फेक्शन क्लियर करके तीर की तरह नीचे आ जाएगा. So CRP more than 5 is a very significant feature of infection. ESR एक बार raise हो जाएगा, it takes years to come down, but CRP comes down in 1 or 2 days itself. आज आपका CRP 250 है और 3-4 दिन के आप बोलोगे नहीं मैं आपकी सर्जरी नहीं करूंगी, आपका CRP 60 है या 250 है, मैं नहीं करूंगी. आप देखोगे पेशेंट करा के लाएगी आपको टेस्ट और बताएगी कि डॉक्टर साहब मेरा तो 6 है. So what I'm telling, जितने रैपिडली ये ऊपर जाता है उतनी ही रैपिडली ये नीचे जाता है once the control of infection has taken place. Kidney function test में blood urea nitrogen and serum creatinine is very important. I put more value to serum creatinine than blood urea nitrogen. Electrolytes, liver function tests are each and every test is important. Blood glucose elevation in a non-diabetic patient, जब भी आपका patient non-diabetic है उसका ग्लूकोज चढ़ जाए तो ये सेप्सिस का साइन है. It suggests sepsis. Blood glucose elevation in a non-diabetic patient suggests sepsis. Imaging करेंगे X-ray chest, pelvic ultrasound, if suspect retained products of conception or pelvic abscess हो, और consider CT scan if suspect necrotizing fasciitis. गैस आ जाएगी उसमें. Urine output आपको देखना है. Urine output is important, but urine analysis and urine culture is also equally important. Severe sepsis is defined by tissue hypoperfusion, that is elevated serum lactate or organ dysfunction, and may rapidly deteriorate to refractory septic shock and death. I repeat again. Severe, जब से आपने MBBS पास किया और MD पास किया उससे अब तक बहुत डिफरेंस आ गया है. Severe sepsis is defined by tissue hypoperfusion, and that is elevated serum lactate level or organ dysfunction, which was one of the definition in initially we said, and may rapidly deteriorate to refractory septic shock and death. And that's why you need to know each and every line. Now coming to the investigations. Lab studies that should be obtained upon suspicion of maternal sepsis include complete blood counts. And leukocytosis, it is said, whenever the count is more than 12,000, and low count is whenever the count is less than 4,000. Serum lactate just should be drawn within 6 hours of suspicion of sepsis, and the levels greater than 4 millimoles indicate tissue hypoxia. C-reactive protein, normal levels vary based on age and gender. Levels for concern are anything greater than 2 standard deviation above the mean. Here I am requesting Dr. Praveen to
yes, ma'am.
Complete blood counts in the next class. तो जब आप पढ़ोगे तो दूसरों को पढ़ाओगे तो आप अपना पूरा solid कर लो. Blood urea nitrogen, electrolytes evaluation, and the liver function test should aid in diagnosis and management. Blood glucose elevation more than 126 milligram per deciliter in a non-diabetic patient suggests sepsis. Relevant imaging investigations, X-ray chest for the evaluation of pulmonary edema, possible pneumonia, and pelvic ultrasound to identify fluid collections or retained products of conception, and CT scan if the concern is for necrotizing fasciitis. Each and every investigation which I've just now pointed out is important. Now, same thing is going to be rubbed in your brain on 22nd. But this is just a आपको झांकी दिखाई गई है before पूरी picture आएगी उस दिन. Now, tasks to be performed within the first 6 hours of identification of severe sepsis modified from surviving sepsis campaign resuscitation bundle. There are two groups. Group of therapies. Why? Blood culture आपको लेना है before the antibiotic administration. Administered broad spectrum antibiotic within 1 hour of recognition of severe sepsis. Measure serum lactate. In the event of hypotension and or serum lactate more than 4 millimoles per liter, deliver an initial minimum 20 ml per kg of crystalloid. पहले आप crystalloids का overload दोगे और उसके बाद भी अगर आपका MAP जो है 65 से ऊपर नहीं हो रहा है, so give her load of 20 ml per kg of crystalloid or equivalent. Apply vasopressors for hypotension that is not responding to initial fluid resuscitation to maintain it to mean arterial pressure of over 65 millimeter of mercury. People have been trained in critical care will probably remember now each and everything. But this has been probably rubbed. पर क्योंकि हमारा डे टू डे प्रैक्टिस में हम यूज नहीं करते थे, इज अ हाई टाइम यू चेंज योर प्रैक्टिस. जो आपको MBBS में सिखाया गया था वो पुराना हो गया, जो आपको MD के टाइम में सिखाया गया था वो भी पुराना हो गया. आपको नई समय के साथ चलना पड़ेगा. इन द इवेंट ऑफ persistent hypotension despite fluid resuscitation, the diagnosis is of septic shock and or lactate more than 4 millimoles, achieve CVP or central venous oxygen saturation. Normally इसको नहीं करते. You will be able to hear point of care test on that particular day that is on 22nd. Now, what are the red flag signs? Just a repetition, I'm going to re-emphasize again. Red flag signs and symptoms that should prompt urgent referral for hospital assessment. I told you, severe PPH, if you do not have a surgical treatment, you have to refer. Small nursing homes of 5 to 10 bedded cannot manage those emergency cases. Same way, eclampsia, severe preeclampsia and eclampsia have to be managed in advanced secondary care center or tertiary care center. Similarly, red flag signs are there for maternal sepsis. When to send them away. And these are all red flag signs. Breathlessness, respiratory rate more than 20, breaths per minute, abdominal or chest pain, diarrhea and vomiting, uterine or renal angle tenderness, pain and tenderness, and the woman is generally unwell, seems unduly anxious and distressed. Now these are Mio signs. Mio signs are modified early obstetric warning signs. इसका छोटा सा स्कोर करना है Mio's scores. Now, इस ऐसे केसेस में आपको इंट्रावेनस फ्लूइड की बात अभी आपको करी है, आपने ग्रे कैनुला यूज करनी है 16 G की फॉर अ रैपिड एंड एडिक्वेट इन्फ्यूजन. अगर 16 G आपने यूज किया है तो आप 1 मिनट में 250 ml फ्लूइड दे सकेंगे क्रिस्टलॉइड्स की, और मोर देन 20 ml per kg क्रिस्टलॉइड और इक्विवेलेंट आपको देना है एज ए लोडिंग डोज. इसके बाद भी आपका ब्लड प्रेशर मेंटेन नहीं हो रहा तो आपको प्रेशर एजेंट्स देने, नॉरएड्रेनालिन ड्रिप, एंड इन पेशेंट्स की आपने इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मॉनिटरिंग करनी पड़ेगी. नाउ यूटिलाइज सेंट्रल मॉनिटरिंग व्हेन अवेलेबल, expedite delivery only if intrauterine infection is suspected, consider maternal steroids to enhance fetal lung maturity if she is preterm, less than 34 and the delivery is imminent. Transfer these patients to tertiary care center should be strongly considered in the following situations. And what are those following situations? Whenever there's a pulmonary edema, or there's a need for mechanical ventilation, or you find there's an airway problem. There's a refractory hypotension. BP is not getting maintained 90 by 60. In spite of that, you have given we have given a load of crystalloids and you have started her or NORAD drip. Significantly decreased level of consciousness, the need for airway protection, and whenever you start seeing there's a multi-organ failure has taken place, there is uncorrected acidosis and hypothermia. Now, each hour of delay in starting appropriate antibiotic, adequate intravenous antibiotic, sepsis, then it reduces the survival rate by 6 to 8%. Each hour delay of start of appropriate antibiotics reduces the survival rate for that particular patient by 6 to 8%. Now, what are the antibiotics? We are all used to ampicillin, gentamicin. आपने क्या देखो इसमें, देखिए आपने एम्पिसिलिन की डोज है वो 2 ग्राम इंट्रावीनस 6 आवर दी। जेंटामाइसिन की डोज अगर 50 किलो का पेशेंट है तो 1.5 मिलीग्राम पर केजी दोगे, उसमें एक वायल में 80 मिलीग्राम होता है, तो आपने 8 आवरली देना है। अगर 50 किलो से ज्यादा है तो आपको डोज उसके अकॉर्डिंगली कैलकुलेट करनी पड़ती है, 1.5 मिलीग्राम पर केजी। आज की तारीख में ऑगमेंटिन जो है, जिसके एम्पिसिलिन एंड सल्बेक्टम कॉम्बिनेशन है, उसकी भी डोज हाई है। आपके पास क्लोवेनिक एसिड वगैरह है, उसकी भी डोज आप देखेंगे ऑलमोस्ट व्हाट वी आर यूज्ड टू, इट इज ऑलमोस्ट 3 टाइम्स द डोज, एंड सिफिसेक्सटिन इज 2 ग्राम IV 6 hourly. It is said after delivery you should provide an additional dose following delivery. जब भी endometritis is suspected, I again repeat, each hour delay in initiation of antibiotic which is appropriate and adequate reduces the survival of the woman by 6 to 8%. Clindamycin 900 milligram intravenously 8 hourly plus gentamicin 1.5 milligram per kg intravenously 8 hourly. All are intravenous doses. Or you use a combination of amoxicillin, gentamicin and metronidazole. You can see here the dose of gentamicin in amoxicillin, gentamicin and metronidazole combination. Gentamicin is 5 milligram per kg IV for 24 hours, probably. It almost amounts to the same thing. Other options are cefotetan, cefoxitin, cefizoximine, piperacillin with or without Tazobact. So let's see what all we are using it. हम लोग एक Tazobact का कॉम्बिनेशन देते हैं with piperacillin का कॉम्बिनेशन. I will talk about the dose. ये वाली जो slide है which has been picked up from the outside countries books. Clindamycin same 900. Whenever you use carbapenem, there's many drugs here. Again, ertapenem, meropenem, imipenem, all of us are totally ignorant because by the time the patient has sepsis and requires these kind of antibiotics, you're already taking help of physician or internist. What bacteria you want to cover? Now, this particular line has been repeated the same thing. Any delay in initiation of appropriate and adequate antibiotic, intravenous antibiotics, reduces survival of a woman by 6 to 8%. What bacteria you should be covering? एक है group Streptococcus pyogenes. So group aka Streptococcus pyogenes. E. coli, Staphylococcus, Streptococcus pneumonia, MRSA, Clostridium, and Morgani. All these organisms must be covered. So that kind of a broad spectrum antibiotics you need to use. So the major pathogens, I repeat again, in the purpurium, according to the Royal College, the major pathogens causing sepsis in the purpurium are gas, also known as group aka Streptococcus pyogenes, E. coli, Staphylococcus aureus, Streptococcus pneumonia, and MRSA, methicillin resistant S. aureus, Clostridium septicum, and Morganii. Bacteria, I again repeat, organisms most frequently identified in maternal sepsis are gonorrhea, group B streptococci, which is called gas, Staphylococcus aureus, Klebsiella, chlamydia, ureaplasma ureaticum, E. coli, bacteroid species, group A streptococci, Proteus, Gardnerella vaginalis. The major pathogen causing sepsis and purpurium are gas, Group A streptococci, Streptococcus pneumonia, Clostridium septicum, E. coli, MRSA and morgani. ये वाला जो सेकंड वाला जो है, इसको ये वाली चीज का एंटीबायोटिक जरूर कवर होना चाहिए. Mixed infection with both gram-positive and gram-negative organisms are common, especially in corium pneumonitis, and these include gas, MRSA, and Streptococcus pneumonia. Coliform infection is particularly associated with urinary sepsis, preterm premature rupture of membrane, and cerclage. Anaerobes such as Peptostreptococcus, bacteroid species, and Clostridium species are also seen. Antibiotics क्या दोगे? The absolute indication for intravenous antibiotics includes abdominal pain, fever greater than 38 degrees centigrade, tachycardia more than 100, and purpurium में कई बार 90 भी हो जाता है, when the cutoff is 90 beat per minute. Specific antimicrobial choices and the limitations are co-amoxiclav does not cover MRSA or Pseudomonas. Possible increase in the risk of necrotizing enterocolitis in neonates exposed to in utero. ये augmenting की आपकी complication है. Metronidazole only covers anaerobes. Ceftriaxone no longer a part of many hospital formularies because of associated with C. difficile infections and does not cover MRSA, Pseudomonas, or extended spectra beta lactamase species. Clindamycin covers most streptococci and staphylococci, including many MRSA species, inhibits the production of superantigens and other exotoxins, which significantly decreases maternal mortality. Drug is not renally excreted or nephrotoxic. Then piperacillin and tazobactam combinations cover all implicated pathogens except MRSA. Renal sparing effect is seen. Gentamicin, there is no problem if renal function is unimpaired to start the initial dose, and if the doses are to be repeated, serum levels must be monitored with serum creatinine. So these are our Indian chart, which shows that this Tazobact, according to the other slide which I had shown, it was showing 3.375. It is the drugs which are available is 4.5 grams 6 hourly हमको देते हैं. अगर पेशेंट की relatively कम एज है तो उसके half of the dose देते हैं. रीनल डोज, अगर रीनल इम्पेयरमेंट है, रीनल इम्पेयरमेंट कब कहेंगे? जब भी सीरम क्रिएटिनिन लेवल इज more than 1.1 in pregnancy, serum creatinine. So आपको आधी डोज देनी पड़ेगी. It has a very broad spectrum. Meropenem is 1 gram 8 hourly. Vancomycin is 1 gram 12 hourly. Clindamycin is 900 milligrams 6 to 8 hourly. And teicoplanin, which is again these days is used for covering various fungal infections. So one has to read little more about this teicoplanin. These are the various vials which are used to it. I just want to say that this Tazobact is piperacillin plus Tazobact is 4.5 grams, and this has to be given 6 hourly. These are same preparations. So the conclusion is sepsis continues to be major cause of morbidity and mortality worldwide. Treatment during postpartum period should follow the same basic principle as is in non-pregnant population, including early recognition, fluid therapy, timely broad-spectrum antibiotics within 1 hour, golden hour, and the source control of infection source control has to be stopped. Vasopressors such as norepinephrine should be used when indicated during pregnancy.
Thank you, ma'am, for so wonderfully making us remember and taking pains to emphasize
each
and every point. No, ma'am, it's quite a lot. The way you emphasize each and every point has to be registered, and this has to be learned by rote, by heart. Each and every slide is that important. So your comment.
Let's hear from Sangeeta and Archana before we open it.
Thank you, ma'am. It's a beautiful coverage of all the aspects of maternal sepsis, and I would like to define the definition of WHO of maternal sepsis. Life-threatening condition. So whenever we talk about a maternal death, we talk about a maternal near miss. So they have said that maternal sepsis is a life-threatening condition. Any condition where there is an organ dysfunction, we call it as a life-threatening condition. This life-threatening condition can end up into two conditions. If patient survives, it becomes maternal near miss, and if patient dies, it becomes maternal death. So maternal sepsis is the end of potentially life-threatening condition. So we have to take it as an emergency. So it is a significant cause of maternal morbidity and mortality, and is potentially, when we talk of ending preventable maternal mortality, maternal sepsis comes in the front line, because this is a cause of where we can prevent the maternal mortality. The incidence of maternal sepsis is now 11%, and it is the third most common cause of maternal death, may it be India or may it be worldwide. Unfortunately, the incidence of sepsis is increasing, and this may be because of delay in recognizing and managing the maternal sepsis. Why Madam has taken focus into maternal sepsis? Because in spite of all the antibiotics, all the investigations available, a doctor's mind has to be tuned towards early recognition. There is, you see, in whole the Madam's lecture, 2 points were there. Once you suspect or recognize, there is no question of diagnosis. So the treatment of maternal sepsis starts when you suspect maternal sepsis, when you recognize maternal sepsis. Diagnosis will only come when there is a organ dysfunction and this thing. So treatment, that means early recognition. We have to have a sepsis mindedness, that this patient who is presenting with all the features which Madam have suggested can have maternal sepsis. हम बाकी सब चीजें सोच लेते, ये दिमाग में नहीं लाते कि ये maternal sepsis भी हो सकता है. So all the high risk factors are indicative where we have to be very alert. But, and there is another very important point. Pregnancy may, there are certain immunological and cardiovascular changes which makes a pregnant woman more prone to infection, and उसमें ढक जाता है. There is a shield like tachycardia. Tachycardia is always there in pregnancy. We think this tachycardia is because of pregnancy, but maternal sepsis also causes tachycardia. That's why in puerperium, Madam has emphasized at 90 beats per minute, because after delivery there is a physiological bradycardia. So in the case of physiological bradycardia, even 90 is suspicious of maternal sepsis, whereas during pregnancy or antenatally, we have kept the criteria of 100. So post-delivery, even where the bradycardia, means pulse should be 70, 80. In 90, pulse is suspicious of maternal infection, and where that's what Madam has emphasized. जो हमारा रिकॉग्निशन है वो हमको प्योरपेरियम में बहुत एक्सटेंसिवली देखते हुए करना चाहिए, बिकॉज अगेन द सेम थिंग, प्रेगनेंसी हमको फॉल्स सिक्योरिटी टुवर्ड्स द सिम्टम दे देते हैं दैट दीज आर द फिजियोलॉजिकल चेंजेस ऑफ प्रेगनेंसी. Clinician should consider the diagnosis of sepsis in pregnant or postpartum patients with otherwise unexplained. If there is no other cause of organ dysfunction, known cause of organ dysfunction, then we should suspect that if the patient is presenting with these symptoms, there is something to deal with, to do with pregnancy, and it is a case of maternal sepsis. Hospitals and systems should use a performance improvement program. जैसे मैडम ने, what Madam has started is a teaching program. Similarly, all hospitals should talk about maternal sepsis, and every hospital should have their own, at least one criteria that these type of patients should be labeled as maternal sepsis. And blood culture. Before starting the antibiotic, we have to have the policy that if you are doubting maternal sepsis, you should take a blood culture, so that after antibiotic the report shows us that patient is going to be sensitive to which antibiotic. Then again, all the symptoms madam have told, obtaining a serum lactate level is very important. Diagnosis of sepsis has been made. There has to be rapid identification. Suppose हमको postpartum patient में हमने diagnose बना लिया कि इसका sepsis है, then we should think of retained products of conception. So we should try to remove the source of infection, whether it is a retained product of conception, or it is a thrombophlebitis, or it is a cesarean wound infection. So we should try to remove, along with antibiotics, source of infection in case of maternal sepsis, which is very, very, very important, because हमारी immunity already pregnancy की वजह से कम है, and there is flare up हो जाता है. Suddenly there is obstetric shock, patient collapses, there is hypoperfusion, hypotension, and patient collapses. I think madam has cleared very importantly the role of crystalloids whenever there is a hypotension and hypoperfusion, and we have to maintain a certain level of IV fluids, crystalloids to be given, and if there is no response to crystalloids, we have to add the vasopressors. I think it is a never-ending topic, and we should now listen from Dr. Archana also the remaining points.
Archana.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for giving me opportunity, and thanks to all other secretaries and Dr. Sangeeta and Dr. Vanna present here. The topic was really a pertinent topic, and nowadays we have to be very, very that sepsis bundle aware, and this is the best time. And nowadays we are having that among this criteria, as madam said, we have to understand that diagnosis and criteria inside, and the clinical manifestation of in the diagnosis. I think the clinical picture of the patient suggests a lot. And in the older days, the patient used to say, madam jaldi dekho kahin septic to nahi hua hai. So that clinical picture is very, very important, and we should know what is what is maternal infection, what is SIRS, what is sepsis, and what is severe sepsis, and what is septic shock. And because all the 5 levels, the treatment is different, and where we can interrupt and we can save the patient very nicely. And among the scores are very, very important, as madam said, because the frontline warriors before if the staff or the junior doctors, they must know what are the scores. And for the septic scores, the QSOFA score, madam, is nowadays very in thing, and that is called the quick sequential organ in a failure assessment. And that for that only 3 things are required. Number 1 is a this blood pressure, systolic blood pressure less than 100, or respiratory rate more than 22, or the altered sensorium. If these 3 things are there, then the scores is given from 0 to 3. Any time if the score is 2, there is a time to shift to ICU. And if the score is more than 2, that definitely says कि patient का ICU stay भी बहुत ज़्यादा होगा, and morbidity भी बहुत होगी. And the 6 things to be done by the frontline warriors in the septic bundles, as madam said very nicely. Number 1 is that is called the surviving sepsis bundle. Oxygen therapy is very, very important, and this hypertension is generally not responding to all the first aid things. We are giving fluids and all, nothing is going to happen. So that is thing. So restricted fluid volume is to be given. And then secondly is blood culture before antibiotics, and third one is giving the broad spectrum antibiotic, and number 4 is a volume resuscitation, and number 5 is a use of vasopressor, and number 6 is a monitoring by urine output. So these things are very simple, and they don't need any very, very special thing, and they really help in making the patient survival rates better. And this is the only thing I want to add, because otherwise it was most amazing and a higher level talk which included everything and everything. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Archana, and you have really added to the main inputs that QSOFA score nowadays. And this QSOFA score is a bit modified for obstetric conditions. And that's why a modified QSOFA score has come, that where we say blood pressure, heart rate is more than 90, as we said that in a puerperium patient, or these respiratory rates, sometimes they say that otherwise in a pregnant patient we take it as 24, and in a post-delivery patient we take it as 20. So different criteria are there, but we have to know when to refer or when to be alert about our pet. हम लोग तो अभी तक ignorant थे, but after I think with repeated drills we will be able to, जैसे हमने PPH में कर लिया, eclampsia में कर लिया, I think now everyone will be expert and they will be preventable. We will be preventing deaths from maternal sepsis as well as morbidity from maternal sepsis.
Dr. Renu, Dr. Seema.
Dr. Seema, aajo.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Your lecture was wonderful. We studied like small children. जैसे टीचर पढ़ाती हैं, दो बारी एक चीज को बोला. Otherwise हम लोगों के दिमाग में एक बारी बोला हुआ नहीं जाता. It was very good. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now it's our responsibility to take this forward and to use it in our practice. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Dr. Praveen, come on, unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Namaskar. मैम जो सीमा ने बोला वही मैं अभी बोलना चाहती हूँ कि एकदम क्लास की तरह लगा कि मैम लेक्चर ले रही और एक चीज को 2-3 बार स्ट्रेस करने से ना वो अभी दिमाग में बैठ गई है अच्छी तरह. अब कितना याद रहता है वो बार बार रिवाइज करेंगे, बट अभी तो वी कैन रिकॉल कि टेम्परेचर है, ये फीवर है, हाइपोथर्मिया है, पल्स इतना है, बीपी इतना है, ये सब अभी तो हम वॉमिट आउट कर सकते हैं जो भी आपने बोला है. अभी तो हो गया. थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू सो मच.
Dr. Neerja, you want to say something? Dr. Neerja Varshney?
Dr. Neerja, come on.
And what I wanted to tell you, it was purely, Dr. Neerja, you want to make a comment?
No, ma'am, I just want to say that it is a very great learning step. Like we are emphasizing so much on many things, like Archana said and Sangeeta was saying. We are trying to improve our habits of reaching out to people and to learn and relearn. That is what we are learning today.
डॉक्टर साहब, मैंने तो आपको एक चीज बताई है, पेशेंट के सिम्टम देखो, वही सिम्टम नर्स भी आपको वही सिम्टम बताएगी. पेशेंट के साइंस देखो, वही पल्स है, वही टेम्परेचर है, वही बीपी है, वही ऑक्सीजन सैचुरेशन है, सब वही है, खाली एटीट्यूड बदलना है. आप जब आप डिस्चार्ज को देखो तो जरा देखो आपके नोज में, आप नॉन गायनेकोलॉजिकल नॉन ऑब्स्टेट्रिक पेशेंट को देखते हो, जब भी पेशेंट को स्मेल आती है, अभी कहते नहीं भाई इस पेशेंट को एनारोब्स एंटीबायोटिक देने पड़ेंगे, बिकॉज स्मेल आएगी नहीं तब तक. वाटरी डिस्चार्ज है तो आपको समझ आएगा कि इसको एंडोमेट्राइटिस या कोरियोमनाइटिस है. तो उस तरह का आपको डिस्चार्ज के सारे क्लिनिकल फीचर्स हैं. बस एक हाई ग्रेड फीचर्स ये है कि पेशेंट की कल्चर्स लेनी पड़ेगी, पेशेंट की सर्वाइकल स्वैब लेने की, वजाइन स्वैब लेनी पड़ेगी, और ये लैक्टेट जरूर कराना है.
Yes.
Which we are not used to it.
Very true.
आप टर्शरी के अस्पताल में भी काम करते हो, नहीं ऑर्डर करते हो. तो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से, जो चीज आपको एक्स्ट्रा एम्फसाइज करी जाए उसको करना है. आपको मैंने कुछ एंटीबायोटिक्स के कॉम्बिनेशन दिए होंगे, आप भी जब भी किसी फिजिशियन को बुलाओगे, इंटर्निस्ट को बुलाओगे, वो बोलेगा जी टेजापेक्ट 4.5 मिलीग्राम एटावली दे दो मैडम 6 साल.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
जानो क्यों? उसका ब्रॉड स्पेक्ट्रम है. वो उसके साथ पिपरसिलिन होते हैं, वो बताते नहीं, पर वो जिसे कॉम्बिनेशन इज दैट. आपने यू कैन यूज अ क्लिंडामाइसिन कॉम्बिनेशन एंड जेंटामाइसिन कॉम्बिनेशन, पर उसको एडिक्वेट एंटीबायोटिक्स देना पड़ेगा.
Dosing has to be adequate, ma'am. हम लोग
Doses has to be adequate.
आप देखिए ना, ये he is talking about high doses of everything. मैंने जब इसको डिटेल में देखा तो
3 गुना डोजेस हैं.
3 गुना डोज दे रहे हैं.
absolutely right.
Delivery हो गई है.
देखो सर्वर नहीं चल रहा था तो वही अभी कल करेंगे.
हम जा सकते हैं.
मैंने सुना कि नहीं.
प्रवीण गर्ग, आई एम टॉकिंग टू प्रवीण गर्ग.
डॉक्टर प्रवीण गर्ग, बताइए. अनम्यूट करिए मैम. अनम्यूट.
Yes, ma'am.
It's nice to see you.
Nice. I'm also happy, ma'am.
All
You are keeping us.
old Hadonian days, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
ये अक्टूबर है, हुआ है उसका 15 दिन।
I brought this particular thing because I did not publicize this. I publicized only in East Delhi because this particular thing need to be taken to every forum.
Yeah.
So this is what it is. I think I was very happy. थोड़े से लोगों को भी फायदा हो जाएगा तो भी बहुत फायदा है. Done?
Absolutely right, ma'am. थोड़े से ही start होगा ना, hand to hand it will be passed on.
हाँ.
It was an
मैं
eye-opener.
आप इस ग्रुप में इसका एक पीपीटी भेजूंगी इस ग्रुप के लिए, तो उसको एक बार पढ़ो. आज शाम को पढ़ोगे तो ही आपको याद रहेगा, नहीं तो याद नहीं रहने वाला. आई अगेन से इसमें कुछ हाई नहीं बता रखा. आपको सेम सिम्टम्स हैं, सेम साइंस है. आपने पेट में एग्जामिनेशन लगाया, टेंडरनेस आपको ही इज इट आउट ऑफ द प्रोपोर्शन, वो सारी छोटी छोटी चीजें आपको देखनी है.
Absolutely.
आपने दूर में बैठकर इसको अपने क्लिनिकल पेशेंट्स को नहीं मैनेज कर सकते, पास जाना पड़ेगा.
Right.
ठीक है. So thank you so much each one
Thank
of
you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
मेरी आज से रिक्वेस्ट है कि on the 22nd क्लास स्टार्ट्स at 9:30 और आप लोगों ने सबने टाइम पे आना है, और जो नहीं मिलेगा उसको बिल्कुल प्रसाद नहीं मिलने वाला.
Absolutely right. Absolutely. It's sacrosanct. All of you.
जिसको सीखना है और जिसको मुफ्त सीखना है.
Yes, ma'am.
आप फॉक्सी को देखो डॉक्टर साहब, लेफ्ट एंड राइट इतने पैसे लेते हैं डॉक्टर साहब. चलिए. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you,
bye.
ma'am. Thank you,
Bye for
ma'am.
now. Yeah. Good.
मैडम कल ऑटोप्सी की क्लास है. ऑटोप्सी की
कानून.
क्लास जरूर आपने करना है.